You're also seeing down here at the bottom of the chat window the ability to switch from chat to voice to different forms or to the history that you've had chatting with this agent. Now, again, is this more of a chatbot experience? Probably I would classify as that, but you have, I'm guessing, the AI power or the AI technology behind these chatbots powering their responses in the way that they handle these conversations, hence the AI agent. Now we could go just and click voice and talk to Jane, this chatbot agent demo that we're looking at right now. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the AI Marketing Navigator. This is your daily compass in the ever-evolving world of AI marketing. Okay, navigators, we are back today with more agent goodness for you. This is going to have to be maybe the week of the AI agents. Of course, we are in the year of the AI agent, 2025. So I think you can expect many more episodes talking about agentic AI this year. Today, we're going to be talking about agents that are being offered from a platform that is likely well known by many of you navigators out there. It has been around for quite some time, since 2006 actually, and that is JotForm. JotForm now offers AI agent templates with the goal of allowing you to provide streamlined conversational channels for your existing customers or for your prospects. And this is going to be another tool that's going to allow non-coders to deploy AI agents with just a few clicks of the mouse. So if you are a navigator out there who will not be doing any of the heavy duty coding, like what we covered in yesterday's episode, this is very much one of those platforms that we suggested as an alternative. So if that is you, or if you are already using JotForm for your online forms, which is its primary service offering and what it's grown off of in the last couple of decades, nearly a couple of decades anyway, then all the more reason for you to try out these agent templates. Now, quickly before we get into those templates, and we will demo a few of them here today, just a little background on JotForm in case you are unfamiliar with the tool. Again, it is a very popular online form builder that has a ton of pre-built form templates that you can use as well. There are over 100 tools that you can integrate with it, and it's very intuitive, easy to use. It's a drag and drop form builder that you can add logic to. It even allows for HIPAA compliance, and a lot more secure data transmission and form use as well. So just tons of awesome features from JotForm. I've been using it for a variety of client work projects for quite some time. I'm a huge fan. It actually has an AI form generator as well that's going to help you design and customize forms through a conversational AI chat experience. But the main reason we are talking about them today is for their new agents offering. Much like their templates of forms, they have a library of over 7,000 plus AI agent templates, as they say here, and with a ton of potential use cases like customer support and lead gathering or prospect collection. But before we get into our demos, let's first hit on a few key features of the agent templates. Then we'll hit on the pricing for JotForm. The good news is they do have a free tier, and you should be able to test out some of these templates for free. Now, I'll be linking in the show notes to JotForm as well as their AI agents. But the key features of these agents are mainly their ease of use. There's a quick setup, there's no technical expertise required, and this is very much one of the examples of a non-tech, non-coding agent platform that marketers can use as an alternative to things like the Responses API or the Agents SDK, which again, we talked about in yesterday's episode, or having to learn about Claude's MCP, Model Context Protocol, which is blowing up in the AI world right now. But this makes it much easier to do and to create your agents. And you can even customize a great deal of the settings and options, including a custom avatar, even based on yourself by uploading a photo or providing a description, and a customization of the background as well. Now, I hope in the near future you could use an avatar that maybe you've generated from like HeyGen or something like that in tandem with these AI agents. I think that is a huge unlock if you could use video avatars in this example as well. Now, as far as the pricing for JotForm goes, if you are catching this episode today, rush over to JotForm and check out an offer that they have for 50% off all of their subscriptions. But we'll go through each pricing tier and I'll give you the original price, not the discounted price, in case you're hearing this after today. But we do have that free starter tier here, and it says that you get 5 agents at that free tier, so we will most definitely be able to test out a few agents. The tiers differentiate themselves based on those agents, the agent limit, but also limits for monthly conversations and monthly sessions and monthly voice calls, monthly SMSs. In the case of the free tier, you get 250 monthly SMSs and a 1,000,000 character knowledge base and the ability to add a phone number. So these are specific features to the AI agent pricing tiers. These are the same pricing tiers they have for their actual form services as well, but that's going to be on a different page. I will link to both pricing pages, the AI agents one as well as the basic pricing page, so you can have access to both. But if you are watching along on video, you can see that our agent limit increases with each pricing tier, and monthly conversations and sessions, voice calls, SMS messages, knowledge-based characters, all of these things increase as well. So at that starter tier, you have a free option. Next up is the bronze tier at $39 per month, and you go from 5 agents to 25, from 100 monthly conversations to 1,000. And then you have the next silver tier at $49 per month, which gives you 50 agents, 2,500 monthly conversations, and 1 million monthly sessions. And then finally, the gold tier at $129 per month. There you get 100 agents, 10,000 monthly conversations, and 2 million monthly sessions. Again, check out the links in the show notes for more feature details, as well as the basic pricing for JotForm in general. Again, it's the same as they have listed here. Okay, now let's get into a couple of demos, and then we'll build an example agent from scratch so you guys can get a look at what that experience looks like, what it looks like with these demos, and what the experience looks like in building an agent. So if you're watching along on video right now, we are looking at a bunch of these demo agents. We have a phone agent, a chatbot agent, an agent specifically for voice conversations, an agent for Messenger, an agent for your standalone app or an app that you offer as a product, and then a standalone agent and a kiosk agent. So we're going to test out a couple of these. Let's test out the chatbot agent, the voice agent, and the standalone agent. Okay, so here we are looking at the demo agents. Let's go ahead and start with the chatbot agent. I'm going to click Demo Chatbot Agent. And you're seeing now this little chatbot window pop up. It says, "Hello, I'm Jane, your Nimbus Cloud AI agent. How can I help you today?" And we have a couple of options to report an issue or provide feedback. So let's just go ahead and take this through and do a little bit of an example. Let's just report, or let's provide feedback. "We appreciate your feedback. On a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate your overall satisfaction with our service?" Give it a 5-star. So again, something very simple that you can put on your web page. And this is kind of where I wonder, is this more of an agent or is this more of a dynamic form or a form automation? A couple of cool features that I'm noticing is the ability to actually open up the form version of this agent. And you're seeing that right here. You're also seeing down here at the bottom of the chat window, the ability to switch from chat to voice to different forms or to the history that you've had chatting with this agent. Now, again, is this more of a chatbot experience? Probably I would classify as that, but you have, I'm guessing, the AI power or the AI technology behind these chatbots powering their responses in the way that they handle these conversations, hence the AI agent. Now we could go just and click voice and talk to Jane, this chatbot agent demo that we're looking at right now, but I think I'll go out and go back to the voice agent demo. Let's demo the voice agent. And apparently this is a job application assistant, and we can talk to Emily, the AI in this case. So let's go ahead and hit talk to Emily. It's going to connect with and I don't know if you guys heard that, but she just said, "Hi there, how can I assist you with your job application today?" I'm going to turn up the volume on my device here so you can hear any responses. "Hi, Emily. What position can we apply for today?"
You can apply for various positions, including front-end developer, back-end developer, HR manager, and IT specialist. Would you like to proceed with an application?
Sure. Can we proceed with the back-end developer application?
What is your full name?
Alex Carlson.
What is your current address? Please include the country you are in.
123 Smith Drive, United States.
What is your email address? Please spell it out letter by letter.
Okay, I'm not going to go through the rest of the talk, but you get the idea with the voice agents here. A little bit of feedback just from testing it initially. I think the voice could use some improvement. Some of the voices that we've heard come out of 11 Labs or specifically Sesame.ai. I think in time, when those get implemented into these types of software agent platforms, some of these out-of-the-box agent offerings, I think that will probably improve it. You kind of heard the robotic nature of the voice there. There's also a little bit of latency in the response times that we haven't seen with these other voice AI tools. So again, definitely some room for improvement, but you see the potential here with the voice agent as well. Okay, let's head back out and do one more agent. Let's test the standalone agent. And I think this is basically, instead of having that modal pop-up window jump up on your screen, this is going to be a standalone screen, a different tab in your browser or whatever way you're accessing the agents here. This one is an appointment assistant. So let's just take it through. And this will be a good demo of how these conversational AI assistants, if you will be able to tap into scheduling tools and help users schedule services or appointments or discovery calls or whatever it may be. And let's go ahead and interact with voice again with Jordan, our AI assistant this time.
Hi, I'm Jordan, your friendly AI assistant. I'm here to help your clinic appointment. Would you like to schedule an appointment or learn more about our services?
Hi, Jordan. I would like to schedule an appointment, please.
What would be a good date and time for you to schedule an appointment?
Can we do tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
Your appointment will be scheduled on the 21st of March at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. Do you confirm the appointment?
Yes.
Could you please tell me your full name? This information is required to proceed with your appointment.
Alex Carlson.
Could you please provide your email address? This information is required to proceed with your appointment.
Alex at thedigitalpop.com.
You provided ALEX@THEDIGITALPOP.com as your email address. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
It sounds like you've made a decision not to proceed with the tool. If you have any questions or need assistance with anything else, feel free to ask.
Okay, so since it's a demo here, I think it's not going to take us all the way through the scheduling process. But again, just wanted to demo this standalone agent versus the chatbot agent experience for your users. Okay, now next we are seeing here on the same page all of our agent templates. You see they say they have 7,000 plus AI agent templates, and they go on to say whether you're hiring staff, collecting feedback from volunteers, or providing customer support, our AI agents are here to help you streamline that process. And they have a ton of different templates here. As you can see, there are a bunch of industries on the side here. I'm just going to list these off for you. Healthcare and wellness, customer service and support, educational, human resource, entertainment, retail and e-commerce, finance, marketing, beauty salon AI agents, real estate AI agents, sports, charity, IT and workplace, insurance, even church or animal shelter, photography, summer camp, veterinary service, small business, and manufacturing. And I think what we'll do is we'll build a few of these marketing agents, or at least one of these marketing AI agents, to give you an idea of the variety that they have. I mean, right here in the first page of these agents, we have a customer support agent, a sales agent, a tattoo studio agent, school administrator AI agent, photography studio manager, pharmacist AI agents. So just a ton of very practical types of agents. And I'm really eager to see how well they work, how easy they are to implement and deploy. We might have to put an agent on our website here today. Okay, so let's look now at what they have for marketing agents. There are 157 of them, and we're not going to go through each of these individually, but definitely check out the link in the show notes if you want to scroll through and check out the different templates that they have. Right at the top here, we have a user researcher AI agent. We have a mini subscribe AI agent, a demographic survey agent, and a lot of different options. But without further ado, let's go ahead and use one of these agents. Specifically, I wanted to search for different podcast agents. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to just enter podcast into the search here. And we do come up with a few different podcast ones. We have a podcast listener survey agent, a podcast guest AI agent, and these ones are falling under the entertainment or questionnaire category, so not necessarily in marketing. But maybe we'll implement the podcast listener survey agent for today. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, now let's go ahead and build our own agent from scratch so you guys can see what that process looks like. We're here in the agent gallery, and I'm going to actually search for our podcast agent again. I think that's what we're going to try and deploy today. We have this podcast listener survey agent under the entertainment AI agents. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll click use agent. And this is my first time building out one of these agents, so we'll learn about it together as we go along. If you're not watching along on video, the very first thing I'm looking at here on the top of the screen is our options to build the agent, to train the agent, and then to publish the agent. If you have any familiarity with JotForm, it's a very similar looking interface. You also have the design icon here, the little paint roller that you can click on, and you can design the avatar as well as the style of the agent interface. They have a bunch of avatars that you can select from a gallery. You can generate an avatar or you can upload an avatar of your own. Apparently there is even a face swap feature, so you can swap your avatar by uploading a photo. Right along the left-hand side here are the channels that you can set up your agent for. So a standalone agent, a chatbot, a voice, a phone, an SMS, a WhatsApp, or a messenger. So these are all the channels that your agent can communicate with your prospects or your users on. Along the bottom of the screen, you see an option to add a welcome page, and this is where you can do that. And this is basically what's going to say you can either start your chat or you can call the agent. And then the setting icons over here on the right-hand side of the screen is where you can customize what is on that welcome page. You can remove it, you can change the heading, you can add a description or a logo, you can change the styling of your buttons, or remove the call button altogether if you'd like to do that. This is where you can customize the menu items that the user will have available to them with this agent. So you can enable them to use chat, to use voice, to use WhatsApp or forms, and also view the chat history. Each of these channel types have their own settings that you can customize. Here in the voice channel in particular are the settings for that. You can do a lot of customization with the voices actually. You can select the language, the accent, the gender, the age, and there are some pre-built ones here as well. For instance, Roger, the English American male, middle-aged, or Aria, English American female, middle-aged. I'll go ahead and play a demo of one of them here for you, but you can simply click use to add these voices to your agent.
JotForm AI agents are powerful tools that handle tasks like answering questions, helping with forms, and organizing data. They work on their own, saving time and effort. Flexible and efficient, they boost productivity and make things run smoother.
And we've gone ahead and selected that. You can see which voice you're using as it indicates that you have selected it here. For the phone option, you will need to connect a phone number to be used. Same with the SMS option. In the case of Messenger and WhatsApp, you're going to need to connect your corresponding accounts. Now, let's hop over into the train section here. So basically, this is your agent's knowledge base, how you set this up. Now, right away, it drops us into the knowledge base section here. And this is basically the knowledge base that builds everything that your agent knows. But in this training tab, we have the AI persona, where you can write and customize how your AI talks and acts. Here we have the agent name is Saffron. The agent role is podcast engagement specialist. You have a default language. You can set the tone of voice here from casual, professional to friendly, or a custom tone even. And then you can set the conversation style for both the chat versions of your agent and the voice versions of your agent. You can deal with the chat response length. You can give it chat guidelines. For instance, the first one here is your main goal is to assist users with the podcast listener survey. In the voice tab, you can set the voice response length, the agent voice, and add those same types of guidelines as we did in the chat tab. Moving down our tabs here on the left-hand side, we have the knowledge base next. And what you'll do is you'll add a series of knowledge points or knowledge data or knowledge items. And if you click add new knowledge here, you can see that you can add knowledge, which is a text-based information box to train your agent, basically a summary or a description maybe of your podcast. You can add a link, so website URLs to train your agent with dynamic information. You can upload files to train your agent, or you can do questions and answers, which are like frequently asked questions maybe about your podcast that the agent can then use in conversations. And if we go back to the existing knowledge base here for our demo, you can see that they do in fact have that knowledge item with a bunch of information about the podcast. And then they have a few questions and answers like what topics do you cover in your podcast? How often do you release new episodes? Can I suggest a guest? What platforms can I listen to your podcast on? So all those basic questions that you would want your agent to know the answer to and to be able to help users with, you would add here. Moving down, we have actions. So set conditions for your agent to take given specific situations. And there are a lot of capabilities here. You can set the channel that you want these actions to be taking place on. When a conversation starts or a user wants to do something or a user talks about something, you can then add that type of state of what the user is talking about. And given that state, do something for us, like fill out a form or show a button or say an exact message or always include something. So just a ton of different options here. You can tell them what to talk about and mention or what not to talk about and mention given these responses. You can send API requests or show a video or make an appointment. This Actions tab is going to be pretty important in enabling your agent to actually accomplish tasks for you. Now, next in the menu is also going to be pretty important for that, and that is the tools that are going to extend your agent's capabilities. So here we have find a website, show a video, display a PDF, take a note, set an appointment with Google Calendar, send API requests, send to Google Drive, show location, use Calendly, collect signature, send to Dropbox. So just a ton of different tools here that you can connect to your agent. And there's also a place where you can request a tool down here in the lower right-hand corner. Next, we have forms, and these are the forms, the backbone of the agents that are going to be collecting data from prospects and users. As we saw in some of those early demos, each agent has a form version kind of backing it up. So that's where you're going to add these form fields, the data that you want the agent to collect from the user. And then lastly, we have the teach your agent option, which is train your agent with chat. So this is very interesting to me. This is a way that you can train your agent simply by talking to it about what your podcast is about, maybe adding those frequently asked questions that you are coming up with that your listeners are often asking. Basically anything that you can think of dynamically on the fly that you want to train your agent on. So after you've added the knowledge base and the AI persona, the actions and the tools, you can get even more refined with what you want your agent to do by teaching it with this chat feature, which I think is really cool. Okay, and then lastly, as you're building these agents, don't forget to publish, because we do have WhatsApp available as a channel on this one. It's asking us to connect our account, but here on the left now under the Publish tab, we have all these different agent channels, the standalone, the chatbot, the phone, the voice agent, the SMS agent, all of them with their own publishing requirements and settings. For instance, the phone, you need to buy a number as well as the SMS agent. For the chatbot, you can set the greeting, you can set what opens up by default, the avatar's position, all of that stuff before you publish. Very interestingly, it looks like there's a beta agent here for Zoom that can let your agent join Zoom meetings, which is super powerful. As it says here at the top, let your agent handle meetings with your customers. And then also very interesting is the ability to add your agent to different platforms. Here you can add an interactive chatbot to your WordPress site, to Shopify or Wix or Squarespace or GoDaddy, Google Sites, Joomla, Drupal, Weebly, even Framer. So basically anywhere that you're going to build a site online, you can add these agents into it using these platform integrations. And then you can also publish an app version of your agent. So really an impressive amount of capabilities and features from JotForm with their AI agents. Okay, so there you have it for JotForm's AI agents offering. I love this tool, JotForm in general, and I think this is a really nice intuitive way to introduce different quote unquote agentic experiences for your prospects or users. And now I think there's a conversation to be had about how loosely this term agent is being thrown around right now in the AI space. But we will see if these are, in fact agents, or maybe they're just highly automated forms, which I think is probably the case, but that's a question that could probably be debated. However, we are absolutely going to cover any agent offerings, especially when it comes from a well-established, very effective tool like JotForm. And all of you navigators out there now have another AI agent offering to test in your workflows and in your processes. And even better is the fact that you can try it out for free. If you are already a JotForm user, I think this is a great way to extend the capabilities of that tool, and it's going to allow you to keep your online form processes under the same roof as some of your AI agent processes. Likely not all of your AI agent processes as we continue to build those out in complexity and capability, but at least part of them. That does it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show or found it useful in any way, please do me a favor and follow on Spotify or subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. A review on top of that would be even more appreciated. It is by far the most helpful thing you could do for the show. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you get notified each day when our episode drops. Until then, and as always, thank you so much for joining me, and remember to stay curious, stay consistent, and keep navigating forward. Bye.